I know Pete Thompson. Are you a fan of the Eagles, the band, not the football team?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. In fact, I thought I told you this story before. When I was in Scottsbluff, my first job, one of the kids that I hung out with, one of the guys I hung out with, his name was Eric, and we went to his house one night after all the bars closed, and it was literally like, why are these gold records on the wall? Why is there a full drum set and a brand new guitar and an amp? His dad was Randy Meisner, one of the founding guys in the group, the Eagles.
Oh, how about it? Well, Don Felder's calling in on Thursday.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Maybe ask him about Randy Meisner, and he can tell you how Randy went all crazy and quit the group at the height of their fame.
Yeah. Hey, Eric, so nice to see you.
If somebody told me there was delicious crackers left with the crackers in my stomach.
It's Tuesday with Thompson, Pete Thompson with us. So Friday, you were the judge of the Atlantic City Blackjacks dance team.
You betcha, sure was.
That's like right up your alley.
It really, really was a good time. You know, I mean, obviously the lovely and talented Jana was there as one of the two arena hosts who was hosting the program, and then some guy we know, some Ryan kid was there too. He was struggling. He was trying the best he could. But no, they were great. It was fun. I mean, I will say this. There's a song, one of my kids told me who sings it too. It might be, I don't know, it's somebody outside my purview, but like this, it starts off like Green Light Go, and I had to hear that song over and over and over again, you know. So,
like, I want to get in the mind of Pete Thompson and how you made a decision on the voting here. Was there something that stood out to you? Was there a certain...
I mean, we got like a criteria to work with, you know, and in that criteria, it was like, you know, presentation, and I mean, it wasn't just like, yeah, number 5's hot, that's the one I'm taking, you know. I mean, there was like a whole, it was appearance, crowd appeal, poor, good, great, danceability. Now, see, I don't feel qualified for that. Showmanship and eye contact, and then you got to check off yes, maybe, or no. And that was it. Like with the stroke of my pen, I was holding their fate in my hand.
Yeah. So that went well. And then you guys, you had a nice dinner and everything afterwards, I hear?
Had a delicious meal, yeah. Recapped all the girls that made it. You know, one of the girls that made it is a student of mine, so I was very happy for her.
That's odd.
So it's a, well, why not? She's been dancing for... That was the part that was actually the funniest. As poor Ryan was up there trying to say, so-and-so's been dancing for 17 years, like, you know, without revealing, because you're never going to say how old a woman is, right? You're not going to do that.
That's true.
It was enjoyable. It was a good time.
By the way, earlier in the show, I don't know if you heard it or had been notified, we were trying to, like, I was fascinated by, like, Uber Eats, that this is an actual thing, you know?
So you didn't know about it?
Well, I mean, I had heard of it, but I didn't get the gist of it, like what it does. So anyway, it morphed into some very crazy conversation about the amount of McDonald's, Burger Kings, and Wendy's that are in our area.
All right.
Yeah, and we were pegging you that you could probably notify us of a lot of ones that we may have been missing. And then the listeners, I mean, we must have got 200 text messages with McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's locations all over South Jersey. So
well, sure.
we hear that there's a new one that just sprouted up on 8th Street in Galloway. That's your neck of the woods.
Are you kidding me? A new one? Like, I could get my mail there. That's how excited I was. I mean, I wanted to, like, call the president and say, like, thank you, God, thank you, Jesus, for putting a Burger King. Because, you know, despite my lovely girlfriend who worked for McDonald's for many, many years, I'm a Burger King guy. I mean,
really?
their slogan, Mike Gill,
wait, you
is
go
have
Burger
it your
King
way.
first?
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know that I know anybody who goes that route.
Well, because it's flame broiled. It's not on some just like, you know, pan or so, whatever the heck McDonald's. Look, when I was a kid, if you went to McDonald's and said you wanted a cheeseburger, just ketchup, because remember, I'm picky, right? If you wanted that cheeseburger, just ketchup, you could be waiting a good half hour to get that at McDonald's. Whereas in Burger King, the whole concept was have it your way. The burgers are kind of coming off the broiler, not the broiler, off the grill. That's it. Broiled versus grilled. That's the word I'm looking for. McDonald's would broil their burgers. Burger King actually, you know, they had the little sear marks from where, like, they were, yeah, Burger King all the way, man. Plus, I think my dad made me go Burger King because he liked the onion rings.
Is Pete Thompson upset that the AAF is no longer?
Well, Josh told me that. That was the one little bit of prep. I said, what are they talking about? I literally sat at a restaurant yesterday after school, and I watched my first ever, extended amount of the AAF. Now, I'm sure it was a replay, right? But I kept thinking, Rick Neuheisel, is that where he is now? You're just watching these people. I think the game was in San Antonio, and I'm thinking, is anybody watching this? So, no, I'm not going to miss it. I mean, isn't this the league they had to dump a bunch of cash into just to get to week 2?
Yeah, they put it somebody bought the league for $250 million. Now that guy has pulled the plug on the league.
Tom Dundon, right. So this Tom Dundon, the billionaire owner of the Carolina Hurricanes, guess what? He probably put the money in just so it would fail, and then he can go right off.
Yeah, well, there was some thought that he bought it because there was a betting app or something that was supposed to come with it.
Tell you what, I'd like to have $250 million to just throw around. I'll invest $250 million in you, Gil. Where are you going to
go? So I was telling the listeners that I gave you a mission on Sunday, and that mission was failed.
Oh, come on, man. I'd have an easier time of going into Fort Knox and taking out a gold bar brick than I would have completing that mission.
Anytime, if there was one person who I thought could have sweet-talked them and said, listen, I didn't think there was any way that you were calling me on Sunday telling me that you failed that mission.
I believe that if I could have gotten to the right person to sweet talk, that sweet talking would have worked. However, Your Honor, I never even got to the judges' chambers. I was stuck outside the building. This is what you need to talk to your listeners about. If anybody's listening and they've been to a Phillies game, whether they went to the home opener, which was last Thursday, or whether they went Saturday, or whether they went Sunday, did you get in easy, or was security a little bit more intense? Something's going on. I haven't talked to my guy Sal DeAngelis to find out what the deal is. What's the T, as the kids say. But something is going on. They are doing much more intensive security now. And you know what the other thing is, too, Mike? I think the Phillies are trying to go more ticketless, a.k.a. it's on your phone, it's on your app, whatever.
Sure,
and that's
doing that.
Slowing people. Well, yeah, but that's slowing people down, too.
I've heard there's a lot of complaints. About how long it's taking to get in the games.
Well, there you go. And so not only could I not get into the area to ask for that pass, the first guy was and you know what's funny? A certain radio host that happens to look like a fast food mascot, he walked in right ahead of me. Nobody stopped him, but boy, they were going to tackle me.
That was pretty funny. I was waiting. I was thinking for a second. I was like, oh, okay. It's a place that you like to eat more than McDonald's.
That is correct. Have it your way, baby.
Okay. Sports Bash Tuesday with Thompson, Pete Thompson. But so you said it was like Fort Knox to get in there, but I bet you walked out with your pass.
I did, but the guy literally wanted my driver's license first. Then he radioed ahead for it. Then he said what he was looking for. Then he came back with the pass. And when before he left, I said, "Listen, can I get the one?" And he kind of tilts his head, and I just was like, "All right, I'm not." No.
Oh, that was your effort
right?
there. That's it.
That's my effort. You're right. I'm horrible.
Your effort was, can I? Never mind.
You killed me.
That was the effort. So, a couple other things. All right, Bryce Harper tonight. So this weekend, the last couple of years, have not had all this anticipation to watch a Phillies game. Do you feel different anticipation? Man, I really want to watch this Phillies game tonight.
Well, I really want to watch every time he's at bat. I'll tell you that. I mean, when's the last time they've had a player that you stop what you're doing, you got to tune in, you can't change the channel, or if you're at the ballpark, you have to be in your seats or standing in your seats. Look at all the phones that go up when Bryce Harper comes to bat. Still, you figure this is going to fade out at some point in time, but tonight for sure, you want to see how he's greeted,
I was at Mariah Carey on Saturday night.
Yeah, and you were watching
the Sixers game I was watching on my phone. But so one thing that I noticed that I don't think I've ever noticed at any other concert, and I'm not, proud to say I was at this Mariah Carey show, but I was doing my duty.
Boyfriend duty, yeah, that's good.
But there was a plethora of people with their phones out. The lights of the phone were everywhere.
I hate it, quite frankly. Remember, didn't we? What did we saw Chili Peppers together? Now, see, look, a lot of people are going to put their phone up, which I just think is stupid because, quite frankly, the recording capabilities of your phone are not good enough. Like, then you come home and you're like, hey, listen to this song, right? It's just blowing out the speaker, right? So big deal. You were there. That's great. Or the people that live Facebook when they're at something, watch the damn show, listen to the song. Why do I care that you're there? But the one that drives me crazy, there are people that will bring like a whole iPad or a whole tablet or, darn near a laptop computer to just record this show so they can get the best sound. How about you just sit and enjoy it the way it was intended?
Yeah, I had a lot of nice people around me really enjoying it. It seemed like a fish out of water in that place.
Yeah, but that's a year's worth of good boyfriend duties.
I think that kind of goes away in like 48 hours, to be honest with you.
That's how much you got?
I'm just saying, like 48 hours later, I think they have the ability to be angry at you again.
Unlike the 48 years from now that you're going to keep busting my stones for not getting your credentials.
That's right. Will Tiger Woods win the Masters? Plus 1,200, yes. Minus 3,300, no.
Oh, yeah. It's got the odds have to be more toward no than yes. I mean, if there's one tournament that he's going to win, that could be the one because the course generally doesn't change. He knows where all the nooks and crannies are. He understands where to put the ball. But golf's hard, man. And Tiger's not the Tiger of old. He had a nice little run there in the match play. I mean, at least stayed alive for a little bit. And he didn't do anything stupid like Sergio did.
This is good.
You see that, where Sergio backhanded a putt? That's something you would do.
Backhand a putt?
Yeah, like when it means something. But of course, since we're just playing like in a friendly scramble, we'd count it.
That's something you would do, he says. Will Tiger Woods withdraw at any point? Yes, plus 550. No, minus 900.
From the Masters? Does he have some health issues I haven't heard about?
No, but, he might say, I'm too far out. Well, health issues. Sometimes his back hurts or his knee.
He's not. Well, yeah, but he got that fixed. He's not quitting. By the way, Randy Meisner is 73 years old now. And then if you're really, because I know you're fascinated with this stuff, born in Scottsbluff, that's why his house was there. If you're really fascinated with him, he was so MIA, he wrote Take It to the Limit. That was his song, right?
Yeah.
So
the Eagles?
The Eagles. Randy Meisner wrote Take It to the Limit for the Eagles. But when he basically went off the face of the earth, there was a Randy Meisner imposter. That's the last time his name has really popped up in the news because
why would that be a thing?
Well, before the internet, like nobody really knew what the guy looked like anymore. So there apparently was a guy going around in Vegas saying he was Randy Meisner, and people were like believing him.
I just got the email confirmation of Don Felder calling in on Thursday, Mays and Eitan show.
I can't wait.
Yeah, that'll be at 1:30 on Thursday.
Eagles and Bee Gees. He's only 71. He's the baby of the group.
I choose business ethics. Yeah. Tuesday with Thompson here, Sports Bash 97.3 ESPN. Your Flyers are done,
I went up to see him on Sunday, as a matter of fact, because they played the Rangers, and my buddy coaches the Rangers now.
Yeah, well, I saw that picture. How'd that all? How do you know that guy?
His name is David Quinn, and he was an assistant coach with the Nebraska Omaha hockey team when I was working in Omaha from 98 to 03. So, we used to be running buddies. Like you and I would be late night at certain Margate establishments.
Yeah, this guy
Quinn
texted
and I
in.
would be late night.
No, I want you to verify. This guy texted in, hey, Gill, eat some lettuce. Now, you can verify that I eat a lot of lettuce.
Oh, my God. Gil eats a lot of salads. I mean, there's times, especially about a month ago for the spring training trip, that's all you're eating.
That's it. Who eats more celery than I do?
Nobody. I mean, look, you eat healthier than me. I'll freely admit that.
Well, it said some lettuce. You would eat no lettuce.
No, unless
I'm in the some lettuce category. Time. So this guy's text message would be off base. Eat some.
Yeah, he's wrong. Yeah. Eat some lettuce. You eat a lot of lettuce.
A lot of lettuce, unfortunately.
I don't think Scott Gordon's coming back. I just want to go on the record with that, by the way. Scott Gordon, the Flyers coach.
Oh, you don't think he's
interim coach?
Did you think he did a good job?
I think he did a great job.
So why not bring him back, right?
Because quite frankly, they need to put butts in the seats. what I saw on Sunday was, and I don't know if you saw Sealski's piece. I thought it was great, talking about how the Phillies are all of a sudden instantly hot again. Well, it's not just that they signed Bryce Harper. It's that people that go there now can remember back when they went when Jimmy and Ryan Howard and Chase Utley were all the stars, right? Those people are like in their late 20s, early 30s, remembering that 08, 09, right, the glory years. The Flyers don't have any of that. I mean, what are you going to do? Bring out people like me who watched them in 85 when they were good? No.
All right, Sports Bash Live, 97.3 ESPN. That's the Flyers season coming to a halt.
Screeching halt. They play tonight, by the way.
Yeah, that's all right. We have them on the radio tonight against the Stars, 8:30. All right. Yeah. You watching Phillies or Flyers tonight?
I'm at school still, buddy. I have a meeting today, or an advisory dinner tonight is what they call it. So I'll be working. So I'll be listening to that Flyers game on our air when I head home.
Okay, man. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, buddy. I got a shirt for you, by the way. Remind me, and I'll bring it to you.
Where's this shirt from?
I bought it on clearance for $6.
That's awesome.
Big spender. Brand name, though. I'm telling you, you're going to like it.
I was actually, when I was in Clearwater, I was in the store, and I was going to text you to see if you wanted me to pick you up a spring training shirt, but
I would have loved it. I don't know if it had enough X's.
That's what I was going to
say.
That's
why I'm giving you this shirt.
I looked in the X department, and it wasn't enough.
Yeah, this shirt does not. This shirt, I thought I could make it work, especially for $6 because it's a brand name. And I tried it on, and it was just a little too snug on the feet.
Have some lettuce.
See you, buddy.